appreciation for Dave Hostetter and what he's contributed to both Niagara Region and also to our Driver Ed program. And much of the experience that you have today will very much be the responsibility of somebody like Dave in the past whose work we've continued to try to improve on. And I'm going to read. I normally don't read, but I don't want to tax your patience. I want you to appreciate who we're celebrating today. Dave Hostetter was a member of the Niagara Region for PCA for 38 years. He attended his first driver EEDE in 1980. He was in his 20s. Driver ed programs were few and far between at the time. Instructors were scarce, and someone who exhibited the ability to drive safely and keep the car on the track was quickly recognized and awarded the status of instructor. I don't know how many people are here from back in that era, but if you survived the chaos of an early DE and you went to a DE and they needed an extra instructor, they would kind of come up and do, you're going to instruct today. You're going to instruct at least 2 people. And of course, there was no intercoms at the time. Loud exhaust, cars not particularly well prepared, and cars that did exactly what you asked them to do. It was an exciting time. So that was the environment that they began to instruct in. So one day, Dave was tapped on the shoulder and anointed as an instructor, and he was on his way. Dave quickly became involved in the development of our DE program. Am I holding this too close? No. Yell if I do. Over the years, he was an instructor. He was a DE committee member. He beta tested our run group coordinator's position that exists today. Lost my place. Where am I? Elected, served on the board, elected VP, and then served 2 terms as president of Niagara during some very heady developmental times with respect to the club. And of course, if you happen to be the president of Niagara, because of the bylaws, you end up getting an additional sentence at the end by serving as past president of the board during the next president's term. That's a lot of time. He spent a lot of days running around, and he did a magnificent job in it. His leadership as president facilitated Niagara's program to grow and refine both track and social events. Niagara grew and prospered because of Dave and the team he assembled. He led by promoting teamwork and consensus building. He helped others be successful. He's a problem solver, not a problem maker. So that is why we're remembering Dave today. But that's only half of the story. The other half has to do with the character of the man. Dave was a man of commitment, excellence, and persistence. He drove the same car for most of his 30-year-plus driving career. Always air-cooled, ending up with a white turbo that you will see today. It's a white-bodied Carrera. He drove it until he could no longer drive due to his disease that he had, which slowly robbed him of his strength. Not to be deterred, he persisted and purchased a Cayman and continued to drive on track and instruct until he simply had no strength and knew he had to stop. Even so, he continued to come to the track and instruct in the classroom and help in any way he could. Dave started playing hockey at age 8 and did so for the next 42 years. Who plays hockey as a goalie for 42 years? 90-mile-an-hour pucks coming at you, people park to let them pass. I can't imagine it. 42 years. He was the goalie for Brockport State. He transferred his love of hockey to his 2 sons, Jonathan and Eric, coaching them with youth hockey all the way up through college hockey at Bonaventure, loved by all. As any hockey family knows, the sport requires a great deal of time and effort going to and from practices and games, lugging large bags of stinky, sometimes luggage, and hockey sticks, and there were 3 of them. And I'm sure Sue kind of managed this whole thing. But if you're part of a hockey family, the tournaments and the games and where ice was available, and to do that, that's commitment. Dave was an IT guy. And when IT was gaining momentum, and it was when IT was gaining momentum in the 80s, he was a successful executive at Bausch & Lomb and RIT. After retiring, not wanting to sit around, he ended up going back to work at Goodwill of the Finger Lakes, specifically the Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. We lost Dave way too early. He had so much more to give and to do. As his health declined, he continued to maintain his upbeat personality and made others feel comfortable with his condition. It was very much in character with the excellence of the man. Today we recognize both his contribution and his character. Thank you, Dave. Today we recognize your service and honor your memory.